Well, Nampost recorded long queues during the January social grant payment period. Well, this was largely due to beneficiaries accessing payments outside the scheduled dates. Now, to talk to us more on this and other matters, we are joined by Joseph Teofelus. He's the Corporate Communications Officer at Nampost. Mr. Joseph, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much, Selma. A very good morning to you and a good morning to all NBC viewers and our Nampost beneficiaries and customers.
Absolutely. Just before we touch on the main issue here on why, Nampost decided to give out payments, let's firstly talk to about the issue of, the congestion and long queues that have been observed over the past, few days or rather years particularly. Talk to us about what seemed to be the issue overall.
Sorry, Selma, may you please repeat the question?
Joseph?
Yes, Selma, may you please repeat the question?
Yeah, I was saying, just talk to us about, before we get to the main issue here, just talk to us about why, Nampost has observed certain, long queues and congestion, at the collecting points of social grants. So what seems to be the issue and how this has affected beneficiaries?
All right. No, thank you very much, Selma. Unlike in the previous payment cycle, which was November, Nampost has observed long queues at some of our post offices, despite communicating the in-branch payment program well in advance. We have also realized that beneficiaries, number one, they haven't stick to the payment dates that we have communicated. Number two, they've also didn't stick to the pay points that were allocated to them. And number three, also they have traveled long distances from various pay points to post offices, and that has actually caused post offices to observe long queues.
Teofelus, is that the reason why perhaps Nampost decided to give out payments outside the usual payment dates?
All right. On the 8th of January 2026, we introduced additional supplementary dates, the 9th and the 10th of January 2026, for child cash grant. And this decision was taken to provide timely financial assistance to families, just to enable them to address their children's needs as the 2026 school calendar was approaching. And despite the additional supplementary dates we introduced because of the back-to-school season, the normal in-branch program for January 2026 is still relevant and still ongoing. And today, from the 15th to the 17th, we are also continuing paying out the child cash grant. We are again going to proceed to the basic income cash grant, which is scheduled for the 19th to the 20th of January 2026.
Of course, just as you talk to us about how this particular initiative is expected to improve, the whole situation and, service delivery as well. We know that mobile payment teams will also be deployed. How efficient will this be?
Thank you very much. Yeah, we have put up quite a few measures, the ministry and us. And as of today, the 15th of January, the in-branch payment system will be limited strictly to cash grant categories, which is scheduled for specific payment dates. These measures are actually aimed to enforce compliance with the in-branch payment program and just to support orderly service delivery and enable Nampost to manage beneficiaries and customer traffic at post offices. Now, in addition to the strict limitation on the payments in branch, we will also deploy additional mobile payment units at selected post offices that are experiencing long queues. And this is basically to assist us with payments and to ease congestion and to ensure that beneficiaries are paid efficiently and to avoid long queues. In addition to these measures that we have introduced, we will also strengthen the staff members at some of our branches where we are really seeing that we are experiencing a huge influx of beneficiaries to specific post offices.
Joseph, could you just give us a breakdown in terms of, the set dates, in terms of the in-branch cash payments for the different grants?
Yes, we are in the middle of the January payment program, the in-branch payment program, and we have commenced with the old age and disability dates from the 15th to from the 12th to the 14th of January, and today we are starting and also continuing with child grant, which is from the 15th to 17th, although we have given them supplementary dates last week, which was the 9th and 10th of January. We are still continuing with the child grant payout from today to Saturday, that's 15th to 17th. And after that, we will continue to the next category, which is the basic income cash grant, scheduled for 19th to the 20th of January 2026. Now, beneficiaries who find themselves who haven't received or collected their social cash grant payments during this cycle, they can still come and collect during the grace period, which is between the 21st to the 24th of January. So we will still give opportunity to those who didn't receive their cash grant to come to the post office to collect their social cash grants. And after the grace period, we will communicate to all beneficiaries and the public on the next payment dates, and that will be by the end of next week. So the dates for the next payment cycle, which is February, will be communicated to the public and all beneficiaries by next week.
Absolutely. Any outreach campaigns that Nampost has in place to ensure that perhaps the public is well informed?
Yes. Since October 2025, when we took over the distribution of the social cash grant, we have been communicating to the public on a daily basis on national and community radio stations, on social media, and other various platforms to communicate both the mobile payment program as well as the in-branch payment program. Now, we will strengthen our communication in terms of public education, in terms of educating the public and all the beneficiaries on the importance of adhering to the in-branch program. And we will do this in collaboration with the Ministry of Finance. So we are again also pleading to all beneficiaries and the public to please stick to the post office in-branch payment dates to avoid long queues and overcrowding as it is disrupting our efficiency of payment processes at the post offices.
Mr. Joseph Teofelus, thank you so much for your time and information this morning, and all the best.
Thank you very much, Selma, and thank you very much to all the NBC viewers and our customers and beneficiaries. Have a good afternoon.
Absolutely. Likewise. Thank you so much.